That'd be pretty.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to hear. Oh, you don't mean that. Oh, really? That's very sweet of you, sir. I'll be hosting this panel with my friend Kamicon.
I'm just here for the comments.
Take up tea. Take up tea.
It's tea. I don't believe you. I'm going to check this.
We wouldn't lie.
I stand corrected. It's so dark out there. Can you guys see okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Julie. Hey, how's it going? You guys excited to see a new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged?
Yes.
Yes.
How many of you knew that was going to happen? A few of you.
I was hoping.
I should have made more of a stink about
I was hoping. Our life revolves around it.
it. First episode of season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. The whole thing. You guys are the first ones to see it in the entire world. I mean, except for me. That would be weird. I didn't look at the episode at all. Let's hope it's good.
That would be you. That would be me.
Can I do that one time? Just write and edit an episode blindly.
Just have them write, say, all right, say these lines, we're going to put it to song.
I have one different person for each step of the process. One person does the script, one person reads it, one person finds footage of something random to put it to.
One person edits everything together, and then you get all the secrets.
Swarm to idiocy, more like.
Still be better than
I do
Zexel.
like that. I think so.
Still be better than Zexel.
Oh, actually, yeah. I like your shirt. Maturity is overrated.
It is.
For this panel.
They should have worn their leather pants shirt.
Round of applause for immaturity.
Yes!
Actually, applause isn't appropriate for immaturity. A round of fart noises for immaturity.
Nuclear!
There we go.
We grew up.
Not enough of you are immature enough to do fart noises, I have to say. It's very quiet, standing fart patient.
He was going to wear his leather
I like
pants
your
shirt.
car games and motorcycles, Vinny. That is the line.
Motorcycles.
Our games are motorcycles.
She has a
No.
hoodie with that on it. Yeah, but that's it.
Motorbikes and motorcycles are very different. The difference is one of them is a bike, and the other one, get this, is a cycle.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mind blown.
My head just exploded.
Funny story about card games on unicycles. I once went to a convention in Ireland. Do you know this story? I went to a convention in Ireland where they were staging a production of Death Note, like an actual theatrical play version of Death Note. Like a serious thing. Like they'd gone all out. The what's his name? Ryuk had like a full-on costume, and he had the voice down, and it was weird because the guy who played Light had a full-on Irish accent. Fighty Tolly, I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to be the lord of the new world. But it was really funny because they knew I was coming, and so they staged this one performance specifically knowing I would be the audience. And it's completely straight-faced throughout. And everything cool. That's not mine. It's my friend's cup of tea. Bye cup of tea.
Aww.
Now the panel's ruined. Thanks a lot.
I'm out
But
of here.
they played it completely straight-faced. It was really serious and actually rather well acted for the most part. And then they do the sequence where Light is like the first big montage of him killing all the criminals. And people were like falling down, having heart attacks. And then this one guy comes out on a unicycle with a dual disc and falls down dead. And it was just like, what happened? I don't remember that in the show, but okay. It was kind of amazing. Is that everybody? Is that the whole? Oh, fantastic! I'm very excited. Hi guys, how's it going? What was that? Someone brought a Pichu in here or something.
That was a fart noise.
I'm Martin Doherty, also known as Little Kuriboh, and I'll be your host for the next 45 minutes to an hour or so.
Gargoyle noises.
I love it too. Unfortunately, there will be no card games or unicycles during this panel, so if you don't, feel free to leave now. If
I'm out.
I would love it if everybody in the room just left. I wouldn't even care if it came back. It would be hilarious.
I said that for nothing then.
Yeah, I'm Lil Kruger. I made that Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged thing that you guys, I don't know if you've seen. How many of you haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged? It's okay. You can admit, sweet. Okay, so a few of you. I also did the Naruto Abridged Comedy Fandom Spook series. Nobody cheers me Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Naruto's good. Yeah!
Team song.
Naruto, Naruto, Naruto. I did an 18 plus panel at the last convention I went to, and it was called the Naruto Abridged Comedy Spoof panel. And a lot of people showed up who didn't know who I was or what the Naruto spoof was, and they were obviously wanting to talk about Naruto. I've never seen Naruto, so I just spent the whole time explaining Naruto without knowing anything about it. I was like, I really love Naruto. I love the ending where he found the One Piece, got with Orihime, and wished for Goku to come back on the Dragon Ball. It was pretty amazing. It was the most informative Naruto panel I've ever been to. Or one of them. But yeah, I did that thing, and I'm also involved with Team 4 Stars projects. I'm Frieza and the narrator on Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm also in Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. I played the short-lived Sir Penwood, who died recently very apologetically. It's okay, he deserved it.
Yeah! He died like a gentleman.
He did die like a gentleman, and I hope one day to have a death as gentlemanly as him. I'm also Shanks in Nun Piece, and for those of you who like stuff that isn't... What was that? For those of you who like stuff that isn't a Bridge series, I'm in a Flash series called Tome. I play Nylock, the role-playing character. Tome fans in it, that's cool. I'm also in a few professional projects, some of which I can't talk about, some of which I can. I'm in this show called Kate and Mim Mim. It's on Disney Junior in the States, but the version I'm in is in the UK, which was the first one. And I play this giant purple CGI bunny who is this little girl Kate's imaginary friend. And in one episode, I saved Christmas.
Good man, good man.
That's all I've ever wanted to do. I actually kind of cried while recording that one, because Christmas means a lot to me and I saved it. I'm also in video games. A video game that just came out called Black Hole, where I play, spoilers, because it is a spoiler, the main character.
I'm playing it!
You're going to play it, and then hear me in it, because it's kind of funny. But I'm also in The Journey Down, which is an iPhone game, a point-and-click game, very much like old games like Grim Fandango, where I play this old pirate guy who kind of talks like this. Like a pirate, surprisingly. And I'm in a bunch of other stuff. I also make a couple of new series that I just started up in January. One called We're Still Here, which is about my struggle with depression, which I've been recently dealing with. And it's my attempt to share my experiences and hopefully reach out to other people and help them realize that what they're going through isn't a weakness, it's a sickness, and it's something that they can overcome, and that it won't be something that will defeat them. I want to share that with them so that they feel that they're not alone. Oh, thank you. I also do a less serious thing called the Mark Remark, which is about professional wrestling. I don't know how many of you have seen it. I'm very fond of it. It's probably my favorite thing I'm doing right now. It's similar to the Daily Show or the Colbert Report, where I sit and I describe what happened recently in the wrestling world. But I do it in a very satirical, ridiculous fashion, with a silly voice. I highly recommend it, I'm very fond of it. But yeah, that's what I do. What do you guys do?
Yeah. Nothing?
Yeah! You say yeah!
You do yeah.
You watch me.
We got a con.
I watch anime all day.
You watch anime?
Yeah.
Why
Yes,
do you watch
24/7.
anime? You watch anime, that's weird.
24/7.
Alright.
Watch at lunch.
Anime is for nerds. That's why we love it.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to show you guys. Are we ready with the video? We're good? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys immediately the first episode of season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Feel free to ask questions about what we just saw, or even anything. It can be literally about anything. But in the meantime, please enjoy you guys are the first ones to see the first episode of season 4.
I'm really excited for this.
There's no audio. We got your pause.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Professor Arthur Hawkins is about to happen upon one of the most significant discoveries in archaeological history.
I have happened upon one of the most significant discoveries in archaeological history.
Little does he know that an ancient evil is about to arise from the depths to conquer the world above. But enough about that. Here's Rex and Weevil.
Hey, Weevil. I bet you can't outrun your own farts. I totally can. Actually gaining on us. Fart knocker. Check it out. This dude's like a Jedi or something. May the farts be with you. What a dork. Yeah, what a... This dual disc has a boner.
I'm worried about Yugi, guys. He hasn't been doing well in school lately. I think maybe the stress of being an anime protagonist is getting to him.
I feel that. The whole saving the world thing really eats into your study time.
I also have been struggling with my schoolwork.
Tristan, that's because you're a freaking idiot.
But I just had a bunch of gold stars and an A+ in trying.
I think Tristan is friendly towards Yugi until his problem magically goes away.
I'm glad we came up to the roof to have this conversation.
Pharaoh, why did you just get up and leave in the middle of class?
That teacher was a fool, Yugi. I already know everything I need to know about mathematics from playing card games.
Okay, what's the square root of 16?
Exodia obliterate.
What's the equation to find the perimeter of an equilateral triangle?
Fuck you, Yugi.
School, what are you doing here at the museum?
Well, in this town, it seems you either stare at ancient artifacts or play card games. Pretty limited options, really.
Don't worry, Pharaoh.
I wasn't worried.
We'll come with you because we're your friends and we'll support everything you decide to do.
I was also thinking about doing some of the drugs later.
What is that?
Which one he plays it?
Something. This ancient tablet.
I think that's called sheer boredom.
No, it's something far more powerful. Something plot related.
Oh, yeah.
The wild goat, the leader of the Oracle alone. So I do some really crazy things. Oh, man.
Yugi's hand is on fire! Stop, rock and roll, Yugi's hand!
I wonder what that was all about. That sounds like a commotion. Yes, definitely a commotion. I am also afraid.
Hey, Real Monsters! He's finally on Netflix. Let's go home and watch it.
Now it's all that anime crap.
Look, it's Rex and Weevil.
Dumbass. That was fire. Fire.
They appear to be brain dead.
They seem totally normal to me.
Fend for itself. Let's go home and stare at the box that slowly devours our souls day by day.
You mean TV?
TV, yes.
Shame about all those people dying.
So, are you not concerned about the monsters attacking the city, or?
All over the world, children's trading cards are coming to life and causing untold devastation. Well, it was untold, but I just told you about it. So now it's told devastation.
I hope the monsters destroy Switzerland. Those neutral motherfuckers.
We go now live to Seto Kaiba, who is holding a press conference. How the hell did you people get in my house? I've fallen and I can't get up.
Grandpa, what happened? Are my god cards okay? And you, I guess.
3 thugs came in here and stole them.
And then they beat you up?
No, there was a slight gust of wind and I fell down.
Look, it's the wind obelisk from Sky Dragons.
Almost, Joey. Almost.
It's the micromeister from Martian planet. Ah, I love you guys.
Pharaoh, we've got your god cards. If you want to see them again.
You had the opportunity to take my grandpa hostage, but you decided to take my cards hostage instead.
We figured you had more of an emotional connection to these.
You figured right.
They're Martians. You don't know what they're capable of.
Your days are numbered, Pharaoh!
Damn it, Alistair, we agreed that I would do the monologuing.
Can I just have the one line?
You and I are gonna have a conversation later.
Oh, Australian. Did those guys seem kinda lame to any of you? Yep, totally lame.
Yeah, super lame.
Definitely lame.
Okay, good, so it's not just me.
It's a good thing we have tails. We never would have tracked those guys here.
My spirit guide has once again served its purpose.
Welcome, Pharaoh, to the last card game you'll ever play.
Yes, but only because I'm going to beat your bitch ass so hard that every other bitch ass duelist will retire in bitch ass shame. Bitch ass retirement plan. Named after you, young bitch ass.
But soon your soul will belong to me. Behold, the seal of Orichalcos has us trapped. Whoever loses must forfeit their soul.
Oh yeah? Well, my Millennium Puzzle has powers too. Check this out. What do you think about that?
Just sort of lit up a little bit.
Yeah.
How is that useful?
Oh, what, like you've never needed a reading light?
I don't
It also doubles as a mood ring. Right now it's showing you that my mood is currently pissed off at a bitch-ass duelist.
Remember when you said you weren't going to be such a huge jerk this season?
When did I say that?
After we fought Anubis,
Ooh.
the villain from the movie.
What movie are you even talking about?
Trying to be nicer, okay?
Fine. Hey there, guy. Let's have a nice, fun game of duel monsters. And, get your game on. Things.
It's a work in progress.
Hey, Pharaoh, try not to lose this game, or else your soul will be sacrificed just like these 2 punks. No, not Rex and Weevil. They are my 2 favorite people in the entire world. Is that sarcasm? Not at all. I really like the joke where they are Beavis and Butthead.
Summit Obelisk the Tormentor. And with the power of the Orichalcos, its attack power is raised by 500 points.
That's some OP bullshit right there. Nice move, guy. What should I call you, by the way?
Look, man, I'm just an episodic villain. They didn't give me a name.
Mind if I just call you bro, then?
I actually mind that very much.
Come on, bro, don't be like that. Dude, it's cool, bro. Dude. Brosif, Brosify, Bro DiMaggio. Dude, what's up, bro?
It's your turn.
All right, thank you. You're being super helpful. And I like your little beard.
Little?
Master Darts is going to be pleased when we bring him the Pharaoh's soul as a prize.
Maybe you throw us a party!
There's not going to be a party.
Not with that attitude! Oh, don't shoulder pants! Hey, that kind of sounds like me. Really? Really? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They multiplied.
I am and Stammer the Magnet Warrior, whose attack power combined will totally waste your fantastic obelisk. Now what are you going to do, Romeo and Juliet?
I activate my magic card, the warrior returning alive. This card allows me to...
Instead of telling me what the card does, would you mind explaining anything about yourself or why you're trying to kill me?
But that would waste valuable time that could be spent explaining trading card functions.
I think it's pretty obvious what a card called the Warrior Returning Alive does.
Oh yeah? And what does it do, Mr. Smarty Pharaoh?
Gee, I don't know. Brings one of your monsters back from the graveyard?
Lucky guess.
Nice job on Mr. Smarty Pharaoh, by the way. It's not often I hear the worst insult ever coined by a human being.
Screw you, bro!
Now, Dark Magician, who've got it going on! Attack all his monsters and wipe out his remaining... Yada, yada, yada. You know the drill.
Master Darts, I have failed you!
No, don't worry. I'm sure your bosses are merciful. once sucked out Channing Tatum's soul as a joke. That would explain that tear fare. Take these. Apparently, wind resistance is just a silly myth. Wind resistance face us to reclaim your god cards. I'm ready now, when you're really ready. Totally prepared, man. You'll know when you're ready. Dude, I got this. Come down here and fight me. Let's just walk away awkwardly, guys. Do you guys remember where we parked?
Australian wins. Way to go, Yugi. You apparently killed a man, and all those monsters are still on the loose.
Yes, I tied up all the loose ends. Now, let's get real high.
The real biker mice from Mars.
Isn't anybody going to help me up? Oh, there goes my bladder.
P-jokes. Speaking of immaturity. Do you guys enjoy it? I know it's been a while, so I hope I wasn't too rusty on the voices or anything like that. I know I tend to lose the voices a little bit when I haven't done it for a while, but yeah, I enjoyed doing that one. It was a lot of fun. And it's cool to be doing season 4 finally. There's only one more season after this one, and then we say goodbye to those characters. They're just fictional cartoons.
Yes, please. Do not just
But yeah, I do love Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and I love all the stuff that I do. And if you guys have any questions about any of that or anything, literally anything, I'm happy to cover anything or do silly voices or sing or anything right there. There is another tournament after this, the Kaiba Grand Prix, or as I will be calling it, the Kaiba Grand Prix. But that's actually technically part of season 5. I don't know why they have that in the middle between the Millennium World arc and the Waking the Dragons, but it is technically a little mini arc of season 5. And it's really ridiculous. I like that there's so many new characters that are so over the top and silly. So I'll have a lot of fun doing that, I'm sure. And Kaiba comes down on a jetpack and for no reason.
I'm just wondering, from what demented corner of your mind did you come up with the Kill Your Family show?
From what demented corner of my mind did I come up with the Kill Your Family show? Not the demented corner that wants to kill my family, fortunately. I don't know. I was watching the episode in particular, the one where young Marek comes out of the tomb and he sees the TV, and he's really big into that motorbike show. And I'm like, why is that of all things something that he'd be into?
I just like motorcycles and vehicles. I don't know why.
But I thought, what if something like some sort of subliminal message came through the TV from the Yomi Marek spirit within him? So technically, the joke was that it's not something that's actually a TV show. It's something that Marek is projecting onto the TV. But for some reason, that the shopkeep can see it as well. And he's like, don't you like the Kill Your Family show? Which I thought was a cute joke. But I don't know. I mean, all of Melvin's jokes are kind of very disturbing and psychotic, and unfortunately they have no bearing on me as a person. Otherwise we would all be very concerned. Right here with the blue. Do I know anything about the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Series Arc 5? I've seen the first 12 episodes or so, and I love it. I think it's probably the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Since 5Ds. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's like the gimmick of the new series is they have what they call action duels, and they're basically, it's as if take the Star Trek holodeck and then have a duel in that, and like all the monsters are like basically you can interact with them and ride them. And the main character rides this pink hippopotamus with a top hat. I think they looked at 5Ds and they said, let's look at card games and motorcycles, let's go even further into ridiculousness.
Card games and
That's how we can go. That's exactly right. But I love it. I think the main character, what's his name, Yugioh? I think he's my favorite next to Yugi. Because the thing I love about him, I can relate to Yugi a lot, but I can relate to Yuya for different reasons. For those of you who haven't seen the show, early in his life, his father basically disappeared when he was supposed to duel this big-time duelist, and everyone basically made fun of him as a result. And in order to deflect that, Yugioh would do these ridiculous things. He'd make himself look like a fool, and he'd make a joke out of himself to make people laugh, rather than to laugh at him. And I don't know about you guys, but I used to be like the class clown, so to speak, but I would only do that so that people wouldn't bully me, and so that people wouldn't, want to punch me in the face. That I'd rather make people laugh and think that I'm an idiot than want to punch me or think that I'm a weakling or a nerd or anything like that.
So awesome.
I'm not awesome.
Yes, you
I
are.
wasn't. I certainly wasn't awesome back then. I'm maybe special, but I don't know about super special. But yeah, I relate to that, and I think that's a very real thing. And despite. And Yu-Gi-Oh has always been over the top. I say, card games and motorcycles, but at the end of the day, that's only slightly more over the top than playing trading card games with the giant holograms and with arenas full of 10,000 people watching these two people at a table playing a card game. You're like, what are they doing? But yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic, and I'm very glad that that the show. I hope the show gets dubbed and that we see it very soon. I think it'll be awesome. Really? Oh, very cool. Very cool. Toward the back, I can't quite see you. You're hidden behind somebody with a hat. You might have to yell. Yes. This goes back to when I was in school again. I would do voices in order to make people laugh. Because one of the reasons I do the impressions and I do stupid voices is because I think that it gets a big reaction out of people because they expect to hear one thing out of you, but they end up hearing something else. And that just gets an immediate reaction out of people, whether it's laughter or whether it's just, whoa, what is that? And so I would do that a lot. And I would do impressions of my teachers, and I'd get in trouble for that. But one of the things I would do frequently was do Beavis and Butthead impressions, to the point that I would write essays with Beavis and Butthead in them, so that I could stand in front of the class and read them in character. And the teacher would be very confused when I would reference choking your chicken in an essay about the Battle of Hastings. But yeah, the Rex and Weevil thing, I mean, when I looked at them, I was like, these two teenage punks, they kind of become a duo eventually, and I don't know, it just fits somehow. Weevil is this high, he has this high and pitched annoying voice, and Rex has a deeper voice, and I don't know, he has the dark hair, and it just worked. I don't know why. I guess ultimately I just have those voices in my back pocket, and I wanted to use them somewhere, and they came in handy there. Somebody over here, Harley Quinn.